Hi everyone, Queen Cat's here, and I have a video that I'm going to be doing for fordbroncodave, and he requested that I do a watch video of some of my collection. So, what I've done was, I brought a box down of the most used watches that I have, and they're all in here. A lot of them are in the house, but I have so many that I don't wear a lot of them anymore. But I just keep them in a box like this, the ones that I wear all the time in an easily accessible place. And I'll start with this one. Now, another way I store my watches, I store them in a little Ziploc bag, and I seal them almost all the way. I leave a bit open for air, and I pull the stems out of the watches, which is this part here. I pull the center stem out to save the battery, and this will stop the watch, and I mean, it stops the date, you just have to reset it, but it stops the battery from just being used for no reason. And batteries aren't cheap, you know, they can go anywhere from $2 to $25 to $30. And if it should ever happen to leak into the watch, it would seep through, it would destroy the watch, possibly all the watches you've got in wherever you keep them, and it's an acid, it's just battery acid, it's dangerous stuff. So I'm going to start with my Fossil titanium watch that I got on a cruise ship. I was going on a cruise one year, and I don't know if this is going to be close enough, but I did this video once before and you couldn't really see. So that's the face on this one. It's a working chronograph on this one, and so it's got the second hand, the minute hand, the hour hand, the date, and it has glow-in-the-dark features as well. So this is really, really light, and my husband has one with a blue face, like a royal blue face, but I'm not a blue person, and I bought the one with the matching face. And I wear this one usually just when I, go out and junk around in sports, and anytime I've got to work on the field with my son in football, and because I don't mind it getting wet, and it holds up really well. And I guess this one's probably about 8 years old, 7 or 8 years old anyway. And it has worn a bit on the sides, but that's what happens. And they get better with wear. So this is my Fossil. It's called a Fossil Blue, and it's a titanium watch. And I think this one was about $125 on the cruise ship. That was $125 US. The prices vary $40 to $50 from Canada to the US. So this watch may have been $95, which is kind of Fossil's base rate for watches. Some of their higher end watches are, $175. Here, which would probably be, I don't know, $130, $135 in the States. So things are way more expensive in Canada. So this is another Fossil watch I have. This is a rose gold Fossil watch, and I don't believe I did a video on this one. What's really neat about this one is it's got the little crystal on the stem there, which just kind of gives it a girly personal look. It is one of the bigger, chunkier watches, and it's got the nice quick release band on it. So I'll put that one on. This one has a working chronograph too, but this chronograph is different. This one has the date for a chronograph as opposed to a second hand, a minute hand, and an hour hand. This one has the days of the week, it has the actual day of the month, and it has a 2400 hour clock hand on it there. So this is a really nice one, and I got this one from one of my local outlet shops, and it's kind of got a brownish burgundy back tone to it. So you don't find that much in rose gold around. So I thought this one was a nice one. So that one, I think I paid about $70 or $80. So that's my rose gold Fossil watch. The next watch I have is what I call my root beer Fossil watch. And this one I saw probably 4 years ago in one of my local department stores, and I knew I was going to Las Vegas, so I thought I knew they had a really good Fossil outlet at the premium outlet shops there, and they do. They've got every watch you can imagine that's been discontinued, refurbished. any watch. With Fossil, you can pick a band, pick a face, make it. Their website is really great, and they've got tons and tons and tons of watches. This one, the battery is dead, so I do have to take the battery out and put a new battery in. And the batteries for these ones are between $5 and $10. So, another thing too, I might add, when you do bring your watch in, or when you do have the battery changed, a lot of watches, see, this one's got a screw back. So, actually this one doesn't. I have a Rolex that has a screw back, and you have to go get it sent to the dealer or a very, very fine jewelry store with a license to do a Rolex watch to take the back off. And some of them take screws, and purposely the guys in the mall don't have these tools to do these watches because they will lose their guarantee. Another thing, if you have a digital watch and you go into the water with your digital watch, you don't want to press the buttons underwater. So the same thing goes, is you've got to take your watch to a reputable dealer or a jeweler to put your new battery in, because they've got to make sure the seal on the back is shut. When you buy the watch, it'll say it's waterproof or water resistant. When you change that battery, everything changes. It's not going to be as waterproof or as water resistant, but pretty darn close. But once you break that seal, it's probably, you know, to wear a battery out might take 4 or 5 years. So depending on the watch, I mean, these cheap watches, I mean, they're 70, 80, $100, might be expensive to some people, but a Rolex, you know, $8,000, $15,000, $30,000, $100,000 is a big difference. So they've got to reseal them all. But for those of us who have the little Fossil watches, this is my root beer Fossil watch, and it's got a working chronograph when there's a battery in it. And it's really neat. It's gold, and it's a root beer color, so that's why I call it the root beer watch. And it's got the flip, the easy open, you know, like they have on the men's watches, and it's kind of got the look of a stainless steel watch, but in plastic. So yeah, this one's really nice with the gold, and I better get that battery right away. So it's a good watch, and because I don't have a battery in it, I'll go to another watch instead. Now, I've already done a review on this one, but this one is in the Fossil family, so I'll show you again. Here's my Fossil chunky silver watch with the black leather band, so that's another nice thing because the band is leather. And this one has the working chronograph as well, and the thing I liked about this watch is it's very classic, and the face is quite nice and simple, but the actual chronograph part is mother of pearl, and I love pearls. I just think pearls are the best things, probably almost better than diamonds. And it's, I mean, I'm talking real expensive, good pearls. But this is one that I've already done a review on, so you can look at the review on one of my mini hauls, and it's got the working chronograph buttons and the little crystal stem. So that's that Fossil watch, and I believe this Fossil watch was, what, 70 or 80 bucks. I don't know if I told you the price on this one. This root beer watch, I saw it in our department store for about $135. I got this at the outlet store in Vegas for 40 bucks. Now, I'm wearing a Fossil watch. I've already done a review on this one. This one is my large chunky silver Fossil watch. So if you want to see the review on that one, I've just done it, but this is also in my Fossil collection. And my last Fossil that I'm going to show you today is a Dressy Fossil watch. It's gold, the yellow gold tone. And it's got a tiny little face on it. And it's got emerald-shaped crystals, or zirconia, but probably crystals because crystals are cheaper. Yeah, and this is my Dressy watch, and this one has adjustable links, so I can even take a link out if I want and make it smaller or bigger. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit me perfect. It's a little big, but if I took the next link out, it would be too small. And I think this one was about $135, and I probably got it on a weekend sale where they had save the tax or something, because Fossil never goes on sale. Never. Unless it's been discontinued or it's the last one or it's at the store's discretion. But normally they don't have big sales like Timex does, you know, or some of the other watch, Citizens, like those watches. So yeah, that is my last Fossil that I'm going to show you. I hope you enjoy, and I will have another one coming. Have a great weekend. See you soon. Bye-bye.